In this video, you will learn all about using writing as a manifestation tool and really clear steps for using writing daily. If you like my video, please subscribe. I release a new video at least once a week, so hit the bell. That way you'll be notified when I do.
Hey, Abundant Parents, it's Leah. I just had Lauren on with the I Am Journal talking all about using writing as a tool for manifesting and what that means for parents trying to make time for manifesting and what that means in your parenting life. Most importantly, she helped us understand the law of attraction just a little bit more. Now Lauren's going to talk a little bit about the PDF that she put together for us all, which gives us 7 days of manifesting through writing, which is so amazing. I'm so excited to give it a try out myself. But Lauren, can you tell us a little bit more about how that 7 daes of writing is going to manifest for us?
Absolutely. So I think one thing as parents too is to always I want to set the intention for what you can expect in the 7 days. Is as parents, I think it'd be really overwhelming to even think about putting any sort of focus or energy behind what we want for our lives, right? Because we pour so much energy and thought and time and care into making sure that our children's needs are always fulfilled. If there's something they want to do, we'll be the first to sign them up for that class or that experience and take them there, right? But how often do we really put ourselves as parents first? It's not often, right? So what I really designed in this 7-day sample PDF of the I Am Journal is for you to really experience how simple it can be to really put in a 5-minute in the morning, 5-minute in the evening self-care routine for really manifesting what your heart desires. Because as parents, like I said, we pour so much into our families and into our children that sometimes we just feel like, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start and how to even, think through what I want and how to make that a reality. So my intention behind the I Am Journal is to basically break it down into really simple steps to put the law of attraction into action and to take the guesswork out of manifesting. Because let's face it, as parents, we don't have time to go to week-long, retreats. We don't have time to sit in our meditation pillows for an hour every morning, every evening. That's not realistic for us. So I really made it. I'm a mom myself. I made this journal out of a need for myself as a mom to have a really quick and simple way to tap into that joyful feeling I want to pass on to my kids and really pursue something that's important to me, So without further ado, so with the 7-day sample PDF of the I Am Journal, it's going to walk you through. In the mornings, you will state your burning desire statement. And in that sample PDF, I give some really clear instructions on how to do that. So I won't go into this now. But really, essentially, the burning desire statement is you telling the universe, hey, this is what I intend to manifest. And you write it with tapping into your feeling behind how this accomplishment will make you feel. And it just really helps you start the day with intention. So that is the first thing you'll start every single morning to write that burning desire statement. And it'll be the same burning desire statement for the whole 7 days. And then you'll also write down 3 I am affirmations. And these I am affirmations are going to be super powerful, super positive, and writing as if they're already a reality. So let's say let's say you're a parent who's always, wanted to have a yoga practice, but you felt like, you found excuses like, I don't have the right equipment, or, I don't have the time for it or the knowledge. You can say I am a yogi. I am finding so much inner peace and joy through my yoga practice. So you just write as if it's already reality, right? So again, it doesn't need some big, hairy, lofty goal, especially these 7 days. You want to find something that's really find a really quick, joyful addition to your life. Go for it. And the I am statements and the affirmations are super, super powerful to really start your day with intention, reframe your mind, and reprogram your subconscious mind. Be like, yeah, I am that person. So they're all really, really, really good. And then you also want to talk about 3 intentional steps that day that you'll take that day. And you'll write this down in the morning after your I am affirmations. 3 intentional steps you actually take that day. So again, using the yoga practice as an example, you can say, I will find a beginner. I will go on YouTube and find a beginner's yoga video for moms or parents or whatever you feel comfortable looking for. And then you say and then I will, follow along with that video. And you'll say they say like, maybe like I will wake up 30 minutes earlier to make sure I can start my day with that yoga video, to feel really positive, to make sure I actually do it versus waiting to the end of the day where I might be too exhausted from parenting and working and all the things, right? So again, it's basically like kind of like your spiritual gym buddy. It's going to keep you accountable, because when you write those action steps down every single day, you better believe when you open up your journal again at night to do the evening portion, you will feel like you'll feel so bad if you miss one. Be like, oh yeah, I meant to do that, but I just didn't make the time. And then the next day and the day after that, you'll find yourself really like coming back to that throughout the day. Be like, oh wait, I was going to do that. I haven't done that yet. Why don't you do that tonight? So you want to talk about that. And then after writing down your intentional actions you're going to take, you're going to talk about how taking those actions make you feel. Because again, with the law of attraction, like attracts like. And your subconscious mind is going to respond to a thought that's tied to an emotion. This is something Napoleon Hill talked about a lot in his work. So again, you don't want to become a yogi because you want to wear yoga pants, and do yoga stretches. You want to do it because it feels good. It brings you so much inner peace and joy. It's a healthy outlet for your anxiety or your stress. You do something because there's a reason. So you need to tap into those feelings. So just write down about how it's going to make you feel, how those actions make you feel. And again, that will not only put the law of attraction into action, but that will really get you in that mindset, that zone, like, yeah, it is going to feel amazing to do that. I can't wait to do that. And then finally, you are going to just, again, talk more about your I am statements, and just again tie it back into like, this is everything I'm manifesting, everything I'm feeling. So it's just a really, really powerful way to start your morning. And the evening, it kind of recaps the day. There are some repeats with like your I am affirmations and some things like that, but it also goes into your gratitude list. You list 3 things that you're grateful for. You also list list a way that you serve the universe that day, which I think is a really powerful exercise, because again, with the law of attraction, you are very focused on your own personal development. You also want to take a look around and see how you served others today. And honestly, so many times when I write about it, it's like, I made sure to get one-on-one time with, my child today and playing puzzles, which is something he enjoys to do. And I asked him what he wanted to do, and he said he wanted to do this fire truck puzzle with me. And I stopped everything I was doing, sat down on the floor with him, and we did that fire truck puzzle together. It doesn't have to be some grandiose gesture, it doesn't be like donating like thousands of dollars of money to charity. It can just be simple things you do every day that really gives back to other people.
And sometimes that piece is something that we take for granted, that we're doing something good for other people because it comes naturally to us, but it's good to acknowledge that we do those things.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's amazing because I feel like, honestly, there are some days when I get to that part of the writing prompt, I'm like, oh, what did I do? But then it's like, okay, I'm a parent. I did lots of things for other people. Yeah. It's pretty easy to find something really positive you did for another family member, another person. And finally, the way you end your day is so key, because it reprograms your subconscious mind right before you go to sleep. And it helps. And the writing prompt is designed to help you journal as if your desire was already a reality today. So you talk about how it felt to have that dream in your life. So let's say that you put again, using the yoga example. So you talk about it felt amazing and so energizing to start my day with my 30-minute yoga routine. It felt so good to be on the mat and just focus on myself and have that quiet time to myself to reflect on my intentions for the day and feel really healthy and energized when I was done. It felt so good. You write about your day as if your desires are the reality. And it's amazing. You'll look back, if you really start and keep up with this journaling practice, you'll look back months from now and be like, wow, this has already manifested itself. It happened exactly the way I wrote it. So that is just an overview. I just want to share more of what to expect and how to work through the 7-day sample PDF of the I Am Journal writing process we'll be sharing with everyone.
Awesome. And I love it. First, I'd like to say that I really love yoga pants.
They are a mom wardrobe staple.
I think it's almost enough to make me want to get those good feelings from doing yoga. And then also, you've touched on it, but it's so true that when you're manifesting, when you're using the law of attraction, it's so important to vibrate the feelings of having what you want to achieve, feeling like as if you already do. So whether that be feelings of love, feelings of joy, feelings of satisfaction, feelings of accomplishment, making sure that you're vibrating those feelings, and your journal totally does that at the end of each day, really telling you step into the shoes of what you want and feel those feelings now, which is so great.
Absolutely. Yeah. Again, it also about everything goes back to how we want to feel, right?
Yep.
Like let's say if you want to become an entrepreneur, you don't do it because you like the look of dollar bills stacked in your wallet. You do it because it feels good to like change the world and make an impact and to it feels good to have that financial freedom and abundance. Like you do it because of the way it makes you feel, not because of the actual physical thing that manifests itself into. So that's why opinions are so important to tap into. So I'm glad that you really reiterated that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I hope everyone enjoys it. Again, if anyone has any questions as they're working through the writing prompts, definitely like drop me a comment below this video or anywhere else in the Facebook group, and I'll be sure to chime in.
Absolutely. And the Facebook group is the Abundant Parent Community on Facebook. You can just ask to join. And in there, you will see that Lauren and I are having a lot of discussions. We do have a new guest each month. It's a subscription. So Lauren is our guest this month, and she's been so generous with an amazing homework assignment. So if you guys haven't done that yet, maybe make sure that you're going to check in and do that before watching the workshop and then catching this video. So you know how to use the I Am Journal sheets that Lauren has put together. You can find Lauren at thinkandinkco.com. She's also on Instagram, which is where I first met her. She is the I Am Journal on Instagram. She's on there a lot, so feel free to drop her questions there as well. And Lauren, thank you so much for being a guest. It has been such a delight to have you and sharing all your wisdom about the law of attraction.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. This has been such a blast to talk to you about it. And I look forward to engaging with everyone else in this wonderful community that you put together.
Thanks, Lauren.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lauren was a guest on the Abundant Parent Community Workshops. You can catch her and all of my guests on theabundantparent.com. You can also get more into the conversation by joining the Facebook group. It's the Abundant Parent Community on Facebook. Thank you so much love, and have an abundant day.